Well, hello, Soul Fam. This is Sherry Liren. I am the Angel's Whisper Oracle, and I'm coming at you from the apothecary where healing magic happens. And I'm a Liren starseed, and I'm a cat rescuer. Primarily, I have 2 rescue dogs as well. Hi, Raven. You talking to Mom? Oh, she's going to knock over my stuff. Here she comes. Hold on. Are you going to come say hi to the peoples? Are you going to come say hi? Hi. Hi. You're going to come. Oh, hi. You're going to get me covered in dog hair? We're going to go to dance pretty soon. Yeah. Okay. If I can help you with a private reading, my information will be below. I'm trying to put my protein shake somewhere where she won't knock it over. Let me put it right here. Okay. Items to choose from. Items to choose from. This incredible piece of blue kyanite. Is this the most magical? I am in love with this. Now, I'm in love with this. There's a shape in here. It's got to be in the right lighting for me to see it, though. When I first saw it, I'm like, there he is. He's right there. So there's his head. I mean, his ears. There's his eyes, crystal eyes, his nose. This is a cat. Kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, too. So this guy might be moving quickly. Ooh, message. All right. I'm choosing this because I'm in love with this crystal. I have it in my outside. I have a Victorian cabinet that was gifted to me by my neighbor. When their father passed, I knew him as well. And the kids came and emptied out the house. And they said, is there anything you would like? And it's gorgeous. And it sits on the other side of my catio, filled with other decks and tons of crystals and different things. So I just walked by it this morning when I was on dog duty. And I picked up this one as well. We've had this once before, but you can never have kaleidoscopes too much. There's just way too much fun in a kaleidoscope. So let me see. There. Look at that. Isn't that fab? My mother was in love with kaleidoscopes. They were a huge thing. She just loved them. And I saw this and I thought, wow, Mom. She obviously, whoa, that color is insane. Look at that. Can you see that one? Wait, let me see if I can get it to where it was. It was red, and there comes the Happy Valentine's Day. It was red and blue, though. So, fab, right? Isn't it fun? The little ending fell off in the cabinet. I got to go put it back together. Whoops. Mirrors. Mirrors and rainbow reflections. Rainbow, promise of good things to come after a storm. It's the way you look at it. Things change very quickly. When the wheel moves forward, maybe the wheel has been, like right now, we're kind of going to be moving backwards a little bit in review with Mercury retrograde coming in. I always talk about it early like it's here because it is here for me. I always get Mercury retrograde in the pre-shadow period, but we're not even there yet for everybody. So sometimes the wheel goes backwards so that you can get a review of how far you have to go, how far you've come, pat yourself on the back, maybe look at something again in a different way. Why would you choose this, right? All right. And then the other one is actually an instrument. It's got a wolf on it, and I have this little crystal, and this is a California scrub feather. The California scrub is talking about delayed gratification. Yes, what you're asking for is on its way. It's just been delayed. Remember the guy walking along, checking out the scenery? All right, I don't know how to do this personally. It's let me see if I can do it. It's a mouth. Wait, oh, it's on the bottom. How do I do it, you guys? There's all these different... I don't know how to do it. I'm not going to pretend that I do. The guy knows how to play it really well. The guy that gifted it to me. I can't make it play, but it makes beautiful sounds. Maybe it's this one. Wow, I did it. So I didn't think I could do it at first. And it doesn't even make sense because there's a big hole in the bottom. And I was trying to cover up all these holes. And you don't have to cover everything up. You don't have to cover everything up. Message in that. Singing crystals. You have something you need to say. Is somebody about to say something? It looks like it. Look. Look. That coyote's getting power from this crystal. Ooh. All right. For those who chose the Talk to Me Baby song in the background. I'm wearing my fabulous earrings my friend Danielle made with all the bird feathers on it. So magical. So for those who chose the crystal cat, you can see him in this direction too. Crystal cat coming and going. I keep hoping we'll eat cake by the ocean. Ooh, first message out the gate, and it came quickly. Now, Raven chewed this up, so something got a little tore up. Surrendering to the journey. Maybe you were trying to hold on too tight. And that's what I've been practicing in this last while. That of difficulty, of challenge in my life is just basically surrendering to the journey. So this one, the owl, is watching what's going on, the seer. I see what's going on. There's a light illuminating the way. But it's time to let go. All is well. Spirit says, Source Creator is with you. You don't have to do everything alone. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do anything alone. You're being guided. The light is moving out in front of you. The wisdom of the owl is with you. There are times to hold on, which is what I was probably trying to do desperately, and it just got tore out of my hands anyway. So let it go. Surrender it. And remember, Spirit says whatever has been lost to you is going to be returned in a better fashion, better form. You're going to be escorted on this. So surrendering isn't giving up. It's allowing, right? It's stepping into a place of grace. You're not yielding to an outside force that you can't compete with. You're opening up to your soul. You're opening up to the guidance from your soul, from the divine, from God, Goddess, right? From angelic forces. And sometimes the journey goes somewhere differently than you were expecting it to go. And not knowing is kind of exciting. It can be if you look at it in that way. Not exactly knowing how everything is going to turn out. It gives you time to create. It gives you time to imagine. It gives you time to allow your juices to flow and your imagination to fly. And anything is possible and everything can happen, right? So support is all around you. Spirit says open your heart up. Basically, also, if you stay in this little cove, remember yesterday, Spirit says we'll guide you to a cove if you need. But if you stay in the cove that you're in, you're not going to discover what's out there. You know, I tell this story often. My son came to me and when he first got married, and he said, Mom, I have $20,000 saved up. Should I invest it or should I go to Europe for 2 months? And I said, go to Europe. And his stepfather that raised him heard that I said that and was so disgusted by the guidance that I gave him, said that was ridiculous. This was a man who just saved. Yeah, he held on to money like with a vice grip. And but what my son experienced in Europe was something that he would never have learned where he was. And he had been to Europe as a little boy and he wanted to go back. And basically, I think he just wanted someone to say, it's okay, right? So Spirit is saying to you, it's okay. Let go of the shoreline. Go ahead. Explore. All right. I'm doing that right now in relationship. I'm exploring different relationships. There was a message I got from Spirit, my little squirrel's looking at me, that said, and I was, at first I misread it and I didn't like it. It said short romantic involvements are stepping stones to greater love. And I thought, ooh, I don't like affairs. I've been celibate for 11 and a half years and I'm not just going to hop into the sack, but they're not saying that. They're saying short romantic involvements, which means when you connect with somebody and it connects, like I have connected with a couple of different people, and it was very briefly a thought, a fleeting energy, and it wasn't to last. They were there for a purpose. It was to teach me, as I'm talking to my girlfriend Danielle, and she says, I'm really proud of you for allowing yourself to explore, because I just wouldn't. I wouldn't let go of the shore, right? And she says, you're going to find out, things that you like and that you don't like, because it's been a long time since you've been in the dating pool, right? You've been on your own working with Spirit for the last 17 years, 12 years straight, no relationship at all, not even looking at one. And now you're getting back out there. You're not the person you were. You're a different person. And now things, your likes and dislikes have changed. But I also recognize that I'm voicing my feelings and thoughts that I didn't before. I figure whatever, you know, you don't like the way I'm speaking, then you can move on. I'm not invested in you. It was a short romantic involvement, right? It was brief, but it was poignant. It was good. I like that. All right, for those who chose the kaleidoscope, is the wheel going back? Is the wheel returning to something? Is the wheel just getting going? Is it in a place of stasis? Where are you at on the wheel? The one thing that you can know is that the wheel will always begin again. It will always start moving again. It's never going to stay stagnant, right? Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the kaleidoscope, which is another super amazing, woo, yes! Came out immediately, and it's Archangel Ariel, the angel of finances and the angel of animals. This is talking about your material needs being fulfilled magically, unexpectedly. I didn't see that coming. You know, when I make a work call, when a work call comes in, I know that I'm going to get paid. But if a work call doesn't come in, I just got gifted a box at my front door by my friend Diana. She sent 2 big bags of cat food, and it was good cat food. It was the cat food that I like for my animals. It was a higher end. And I got to tell you, I was giving them their squirrel. They're going to chase the squirrel. I was giving them garbage because I couldn't afford it. And I knew it was garbage, and it made me sad. And at first they thought it was great because it was probably like eating a box of Oreos. P.S. I had 4 last night myself. Did I have 4? Did I have 6? I probably had 6. Tasted damn good. But you don't want to live on that, right? So then this box came in, and I was so grateful. And I mixed just a little of the crunchy in, and then last night for my raccoons that came, I give them Cheerios. I mixed some of the cat food in. I got to tell you, it was polished clean. I put some of the cheaper cat food in. I used to buy inexpensive cat food for my raccoon family. So there's just an example of material needs being fulfilled unexpectedly in a magical way, right? This is an act of kindness. That was an act of kindness. Thank you, Diana. You're just amazing. And so Spirit says right now, if you're the recipient of this gift, be grateful. Understand that the universe is giving to you. And if you have the ability to give, this is how I give. This is what I do for a living. I charge for this work, right? This is my path, my purpose, but also my job. So every day now I do a reading, and it's free, and it helps so many people. I've been getting so many messages, so many emails and text messages. Like, you have no idea what that meant to me and how much that helped. Yes, I do, because it helps me too, right? We work together. I forgot to call in all the angels, archangels, ascended masters, past over dead loved ones, the guidance of our Father, Mother, God, Goddess, any of the star seed lineage, anybody and anything in the highest white light. Please come in. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. We bless you. We accept you. We love you. We thank you. You are welcome. Thank you, Master Jesus. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Archangel Sun Dolphin. I'm hearing little songs in the background. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Archangel Raphael, for the healing energy that you have been giving out, and that all we have to do is call in. Thank you, Shamuel, Archangel Shamuel, who works with Archangel Michael as a sacred protector, as well as a guide for positive and good working conditions and soulmate unions. We call them all in. Can you think of anyone else? Raguel, Raziel, Jophiel, all of them, Haniel, the angel of joy, the angel of intuition. Oh my goddess, Archangel Uriel, the angel of light. Yesterday when we had Archangel Uriel come out, I went somewhere. Where did I go? Was it yesterday, the day before, we had Uriel that came out, and I went and I did a commercial for a crystal singing bowl. And so I'm going to be in a commercial for a crystal tone singing bowl. It's going to be in all the hotels, and it's pretty fun. I did it with my friend Lisa and her fiance Maddie, and a few other people in town. And I walked into Kim's office, the manager, and on the wall was this giant lion head rug. And I said, God, that's so pretty. It was like a blanket, like a throw. And above the lion was this big U. And I said, that's Uriel, the Lion of God. And she said, yes. So calling in Uriel, that lights our way. But right now, if you're able to give, please give, Spirit says. And don't give in a way that promotes dependency, and give what people actually need. Right? Be thoughtful when you give. And it can be an energetic gift, a gift of encouragement, a gift of your time, reach out to somebody. If you think about them, reach out to them. They're possibly needing that connection. That's why you're thinking about them. Right? We don't want to promote dependency. We don't want to constantly bail people out. But if there's a reciprocal energy coming back and forth, and that's what you want. This is, it could be, you could get a government grant, you could get a scholarship, you could be receiving a loan. I just got a notice this morning from my bank, and I thought, what do you want, right? Money's been squeaking in. And they said, your credit score is amazing, and it is. And your credit limit has now gone to $10,000. Yeah, well, I'm not going to be running up that credit card, but it does make me feel better to know I do have that if I need it, right? So this also could talk about a promotion. Look at all the fruit. It's just overwhelmingly abundant, which Spirit is overwhelmingly abundant. It's true. 6 says, don't be so focused on the material world. Lift your thoughts to Spirit, and those material needs are fulfilled. So that is a beautiful, beautiful message. I say yes to that. Thank you. All right. So for the little flute that I ended up learning how to play, can't play with that in it. Can't even remember. Does this have to be out of it too? Doesn't that sound, you know that sound? Doesn't that sound like the Mission Impossible? Because no mission is impossible. No mission impossible, my wolf clan. No mission is impossible. Oh, wake me up when it's all over. Do you know this song? This is a pretty amazing song. Wake me up when it's all over. Wish I could stay forever this young. No kidding. Okay, hold on this line. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't even know I was lost. Oh, I got chills and I got emotional with that. I didn't even know. I've had a client talking to me this morning, and she's really angry that she didn't get what she wanted. She's upset, and she says, obviously, I said, call upon Archangel Samuel and Archangel Michael, and she says, obviously I've called upon them and they don't care. And I said, that's not true. I believe in Spirit. I believe in what they say, and I believe in what I am saying to you. I live my life this way, and I am older, right? I am much older than I was, but I'm grateful that I'm here and I'm awakened. And I said, I'm trying to help you, and I'm sorry that you're feeling disillusioned, but sometimes we don't see the lesson until it's past. Wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and when I'm older, when I get it, right? I'm awakened, I get it, right? Anyway, all right, for those who chose the wolf singing instrument, correct for neutrality. So maybe the wolf needs to sing, right? That's a singing crystal as well. And the delayed gratification. I did get a message. I'm going to say it. I don't know who it's for, but the time is very short. If you're waiting for Valentine's, you might be waiting too long. I literally got, the plan was just for a couple of days. In a couple of days, I'll do it. Spirit's saying you're running out of time. You got to say something to someone. You better say it now. Something else may have happened by then. So that's a message. And if it resonates for you, you're being called upon to claim your personal power. Feel confident, because your angels are going to give you the strength to say no when it's the right thing to do for yourself. Interesting. Something that you need to say, right? Maybe you need to say no. I say yes to a lot of things, but sometimes the message is to say no. And it's interesting because this is the angel of action. It's the 7 of action. So you're on the right path, and it will exceed your expectations as long as you stay on your spiritually illuminated path. And Spirit says this is a time where it's crucial for you to take a stand. You might struggle from this unresolved conflict or conflict with other people, but you're being asked to claim your personal power. You need to stand on principle. She's getting ready to throw an ice ball, right? So they may not like what comes out of this one's mouth. And Spirit says, listen to your guidance, pay attention to your intuition, ask for courage, because maybe you're a lover or not a fighter. You don't like to rock the boat. But sometimes you need to do it. And sometimes your fear gets in the way from doing what you know is right. So right now, if you find yourself being challenged, stand back. She's got a firm stance on her little feet, right? I'm going to review this situation. I'm going to look at it from an objective viewpoint. Is my problem with them or with that situation? Or is that problem within myself? Is it an inner struggle? Is that something I'm struggling to understand with myself? Maybe Spirit's giving you an opportunity to free yourself. And that's what I said to this woman. You know, this guy, yeah. Well, you said this guy was going to come in and he was going to love me. Yeah, well, he does love you. But you get to decide if he's loving you in the right way. And what he was doing, she didn't consider it the right, that wasn't the kind of love she wanted. So I said, that gave you the opportunity to say no, right? Just because it didn't come in and stay the way that you wanted, that gave you the opportunity to stand on principle and say, no, that doesn't work for me, which is what she did. But she's still angry. It's like you learned the lesson. You don't get it, but you learned the lesson. And you also overcame the fear of maybe saying no. Maybe you felt like that was your only option, right? Spirit says no. We're giving you the opportunity to free yourself of conflicts that are holding you back at this time. So this is about, sometimes adversity comes, sometimes challenges come, but they come to show us how strong we are. My friend Danielle, she's living in New Jersey, and it's very cold. And she said the air quality is so bad, and she's dealing with seasonal depression. And her boyfriend took her to a place, a temple, and it was all crystal, what did you say, what kind of marble? And it was she talked about how all these marbles were stacked intricately. It was amazing how it was built. And she said they talked about how certain stones are the ones that are hard, the hardest, that are developed under the hardest circumstances, the hardest energy. They're stronger than the ones that are in a warmer climate, that are easier. So yeah, your life has been tough, but it's made you strong, right? So right now, Spirit, this is about not giving up. This is about saying no when you know you need to, having the courage of your convictions, knowing that you're right. This is talking about, we're giving you a high five, Spirit says. You have impeccable character. You stand in your integrity. And if you need to throw that ice ball, and an ice ball is frozen emotion, right? If I need to throw out a no, I'm going to do it. I know what's in my highest good. And I'm going to stand. I've gotten, the one thing about age, you get to the place where you don't worry about anybody, what they think. I don't really care what you think. This is where I stand. This is my belief. This is my choice. And this is what I'm going to do. When I was younger, I allowed you to kind of mold my thinking and kind of push me around with that kind of bully energy. And I realize now that was bully energy. I'm not going to be bullied anymore. I'm not going to be told what to do or how to do it. I'm going to ask. I'm going to listen to my guidance. I'm going to pay attention to what I've learned over the many years that gave me these bags under my eyes, the wisdom that came in my gray hair. And I'm going to make the choice that's best for me. And if you don't like it, you can keep walking. Or I'm going to walk, right? There's the messages. I heard all of these things this morning pretty loudly. So they're all coming out in this reading, and I think it's pretty amazing. So, as I said, if I can help you with a private reading, my name is Sherry Columbus. I am the Angel's Whisper Oracle. The Angel's Whisper was given to me by Archangel Metatron, my business name. I love him, I love him, I love him. We didn't call him in, but I'm always thinking about Metatron. Always, always. He is the scribe, he is of sacred geometry, and he is the twin to Archangel Sandalphon, who is giving me messages in music, and all of us. I pay very close attention to music, and I'm going to be soon because I'm on my way to go to dance. Thank you so much. And it's also a message that I got that I don't have to worry about going to dance because I'm supposed to be working today. I can take some calls after work, right? But while I'm at dance, I'm going to get into the music. I'm going to get into the rhythm, and check that out. Here comes the sun. Love you guys. Have a great day.